Hello, it's Longo Gamer. I want to welcome you back to Lapito's Galacticraft and my YouTube channel, of course. Episode 8. I decided to make this a bonus episode, so it will be releasing, or it has released, the exact same day as episode 7. Um, I kind of felt bad that I had promised it back in episode 6. Oh, sorry about that. Back in episode 6, I promised in episode 7 that we'd be going to the moon, and I didn't fulfill my promise. So I felt bad. So episode 7 was like an hour and a half, super long, stupid episode. Um, but anyways, I wanted to get this out. We are ready to go to space. Couple things I did off camera. I created these ultimate fuel tanks. They are pretty incredible. So I'm just checking something real quick. I want to make one real quick. I have all the required materials. I just need some iron and some redstone. Also, if you remember a previous episode where we were making these enriched alloys, reinforced alloys, and atomic alloys, we're going to need 4 of each. So let's go tank. It's these ones right here. You have to make them starting with a basic fluid tank, which holds 14 buckets. So less than the tanks we have been using, by 2 buckets. Then you upgrade them, and it doubles it. So 28 buckets, 28,000 mega buckets. So 1,000 mega buckets is 1 bucket. Then you upgrade them again, and it doubles. And then we upgrade them one final time to the ultimate, and it doubles again. So in the end, we're going to end up with tanks that can hold 112 buckets each. So anyways, first thing we're going to need is some iron. Let's break up 3 blocks. That should be enough. And I think we only going to need 1 block of redstone. Because for the basic fuel tank, it's just super simple. I mean, look at this. It's just 4 pieces of redstone, 4 iron ingots. So it requires a lot less... Oops, I accidentally shift-clicked there. Requires less material than a standard tank, but it also holds 2 less buckets. So then we take that and we upgrade it with 4 more pieces of iron and those 4 enriched alloy pieces and the basic fuel tank we just built. And now we're up to 28. Upgrade it again. 4 more pieces of iron and 4 pieces of reinforced alloy. Up to 56 buckets. And finally, we're going to upgrade it with 4 more pieces of iron and 4 atomic alloys. And there we go. We got massive fuel tanks. So I love these tanks. From this point on, they're the only tanks I'm ever going to use. They really don't. So I have 4 there. I did create more. I'm just going to put these metals back. Whoops, that goes in there. If you could hear that truck revving next to me, he's driving me crazy. Down here, I use some. So this is going to be our new setup for actual creating the proper fluid now. I said I was going to go ahead and start creating it. So same thing, we have a water source block. We did not have that before. It's made the exact same way as a gravel generator. However, instead of a bucket of water and a bucket of lava, it just uses 2 buckets of water. Off that, on a side note, I also have that water piping into a stone barrel. And basically I just feed dust in here, and this automates creation of clay. So just something kind of a side project. I needed some clay for some stuff. Anyways, I have these feeding into vats. As you can see, vats need 2 components plus a fluid. So the input fluid is water. And then we're putting potatoes and melon. Those then feed into just kind of a secondary storage tank, or fluid tank, just for the... I just like to have tanks in between the process. Just so that, like, if I run out and add more, I have, like, an abundance of... This is hooch. That's what these ones make with... water, potatoes, and melon. They make hooch. Then you feed the hooch into here, and you add gunpowder and redstone, and it makes rocket fuel. That's empty. I was an idiot with transfer pipes. These transfer pipes do require hardened glass, but the item ones, as you can see, I have upgraded all these pipes to clear transfer pipes. They just require normal glass. So I was an idiot basically for not doing that sooner. I haven't upgraded any of these, mainly because I don't want to mess with these filters on these servos anymore. So I don't really care that those aren't upgraded. I do like the look, however, of you can see how fast everything is going into these my refining process. And of course, I just fed the clay pipe into this, and then I added a bypass up here for full clay blocks since it's already compressed. But anyways, back to these. I did promise I'd make one of these vats on camera. Oh yeah, I also made cloches. This one is empty right now. Normally I'd be growing melons in here, but melons will feed into here and it creates a whole melon real fast. And then it goes into the factorizer, and I have it set to split, which is right here. Split mode or combine mode. It'll do either one. So it'll work as a compactor or a splitter. Anyways, so for every melon I grow, I actually get 9 pieces of melon out of it. Whereas this is my potato one. And as you can see how fast it grows. You know, it's not instant, but it's faster than they would out anywhere else. And I have water being piped in, once again, from this. I have a pipe down below. I'll show you real quick. So I have a water pipe now coming down here, feeding up into these cloches. Up there it goes. And then they also require power. So they're not super hard to make. You, however, do need creosote oil, which is what I have going on over here. This is a tank of creosote oil, so I have 48 buckets left. And to get that, you have to build a coke oven. Super easy to make, really. It's just super slow process. You feed blocks of coal in here. You get blocks of coal, or coke coal out. As you can see, burn time is 16,000 ticks versus 32,000 ticks. So not only does it refine your coal and make it burn twice as long, but the byproduct is this creosote oil, which you use to create treated wood, which is needed for those cloches. Cloches, cloche. Oh yeah, and you also have to build an engineer workbench and an engineer blueprint. I know it sounds complicated, but it's actually all fairly simple. It's just time-consuming stuff, which is why I did it all off camera. I know I could have probably made one whole episode just detailing that whole process and the whole refining process, you know, from water to rocket fuel, you know, and the cloches and all that stuff. That could have been this whole episode, but I figured that'd be a waste, because we need to go to space. And quite frankly, the only thing I'm missing is torches. However, a normal torch won't work in space because there's no oxygen. But simple work around that is we're just going to create some torches out of glowstone. So same way, instead of coal, you just have glowstone dust up top. This will give us 2 stacks, which is more than enough. But we'll use them on our other bases too. And actually, now that I say that, I have a lot more glowstone dust than I thought. Look at all that glowstone dust. So we're just going to make some glowstone lamps too. Not some. We're going to make a whole bunch of glowstone lamps. So there's a 1.5 stacks of glowstone lamps. 2 stacks of glowstone torches. So we got plenty of lighting sources. You might notice I don't have anything on me. I'm back to my default Stormtrooper skin. The reason I did that is because I put all my stuff into this storage crate right here. So let's take that all out. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is fairly simple. It's called, I decided I'm going to make this, I zipped the save file. I put all the stuff in there before I zipped it. So I copied the save file, zipped it, and I'm going to make it available. If you're interested in Galacticraft and want to skip all this boring setup stuff and just go right to the moon, just email me. I'll email you the zip file. I do not know how large of a file it is, so I might have to use. I might set up a Dropbox or something. Haven't quite decided how I'm going to get that out there, but I've seen other YouTubers that do Let's Plays in Minecraft do this exact same thing. So I thought it was a great idea. So it will pick up right where we started off. So no glowstone torches, no glowstone lamps, but we'll have everything else. I'll put a couple air tanks in there. So I got 4 full air tanks. Now I have another one there. I don't really need 5 air tanks on me. I'm only going to bring 1 spare. Let's organize this. So I want, let's see, just like that should work. Let's see here. Hit G. Go to our inventory. So what else did I do? Oh, I doubled the amount of crucibles and magmatic dynamos. So therefore, I also doubled the amount of lava I'm bringing. So now I have 18 buckets total. 16 in that old fluid tank and 2 buckets worth. So I doubled the amount of crucibles, so I doubled the amount of servos. I made some clear hardened fluid ducts. I doubled the magmatic dynamos. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is standard. I've got some clear item ducts here. And we have everything we actually need. We have tons of marble bricks. We have quite a bit of glass. We have a door. Believe it or not, we are ready to go to the moon. One last thing before we launch. We got some food even to munch on. I do want to make sure my teleporter is set up, because this is our way home. Let's see, we have a chunk loader set up already. Where did I put that? I thought I have a chunk loader set up somewhere around here. Oh wait, it's down a floor or something like that. Okay, yes, this is set to the moon. Okay, perfect. Okay, so my chunk loader is set up, so we'll be able to come back here. Our teleporter is set up. So that's all we really have to worry about on Earth side. Where did I put my... I'm sure I had a chunk loader set up here. There it is, right there. Okay, covering our whole base. Perfect, that's what we want. Our machines will run while we're gone, thanks to that chunk loader, and we'll be able to return. Close the door behind us. And you know what? We're going to the moon. So, simply jump back in here, double check my inventory one last time of what I'm bringing. Let's see, so we have power, that's all this top row is all power. This is our return home stuff right here, these 3 bricks or stacks. We have power, we have item ducts, we have hardened fluid ducts, item ducts, servos. Sorry, I just got to be careful because I've launched into space several times and forgot something. But anyways, I think we are officially ready, so exit out of there. And as you can see, we have a 20-second countdown. You hit space to launch. Oh, okay. I don't have a parachute. Normally, you definitely want a parachute. It's for the return down to Earth. Your space shuttle and anything that's in your space shuttle will drop in a chest next to you with a parachute. And if you don't have a parachute, you'll literally just free fall to your death. However, since we're doing the teleport method, we really do not need a parachute, so I am not bringing one. I'm not worried about it. So, hit space again. And here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. To the moon. I think it looks pretty cool. Sorry, I had to turn down my volume on my end a little bit. Yay, there's our oil down there. You can see some of those lava pits. Hey, there's more oil over there. And it's getting quiet. Oh, there's a volume back. This is a painfully slow rocket. Tier 2 is a little bit faster. Tier 3 is a fast rocket. Tier 3 and above, really. But once we get to Tier 3, we would already be in space by now. If you look over on the left-hand side, you can see the little bar. You can steer it, so you can hit the, the A and D key to rotate. You could, W and S do pitch, but you just got to be careful you don't run out of fuel before you leave the atmosphere, because you'd be in trouble if you did that. So you have a little bit of control over pitch. Tier 3 is cool because there's 4 rockets on it, and they all kind of shoot off at a slight angle. So if you spin the rocket like this, it kind of creates like a spiral underneath you. Okay, there we are. We're at the space map now. Now, if you click any of these planets, you can see, like right here, it says Tier 3. Can't go there. Venus, we can't go to. Overworld, this is where we are. And the moon. So this is really the only place we can go to right now. So the moon is selected. As you can see, Tier 1, which we're at. All you do is hit launch. And once it loads in, we'll be in a lunar lander. Modeled after like the real lunar landers from the Apollo program. As you can see, our velocity is increasing, and it says hold space to slow down. You definitely want to do that. You don't really have to worry about fuel. You're not going to run out of fuel. Wow, this is a pretty flat area. Hey, there's a moon village over there. That's cool. Yep, okay, yep, see now we're down at 1.5 meters per second. So, there we are. And we are on the moon. And why did it just make me jump back in? Okay. Now, let's see. It is daylight. Okay, that's perfect. So you'll see some new bars in the upper right-hand corner. The 2 ones that are solid blue right now are oxygen tanks. I don't see a radiation one yet. Maybe we don't have radiation on the moon. But first thing first, we need to set up a base. I'm going to leave everything in here. See if we right-click it, there's all of our stuff. There's our launch pad and our rocket. But I'm going to leave all that there for now. And I'm going to start digging down, because I basically submerged all my bases. Now on the moon, this top layer, you always need a hammer or a pickaxe to break. Oh, and as you can see, we could definitely jump a lot higher. Here, I'll go third person. Whee! Okay, no screwing around. So the top layer is like a hard crust, so you need a pickaxe or equivalent to break it. Then usually you have a whole bunch of dirt underneath. And also gravity kind of affects how things fall. See, like now that's a moon rock right there. Now, I always kind of follow the same boring recipe. You'll get tired of my base design because it really does not vary from planet to planet. So anyways, first thing I always do is build a 3x3 hole down. And that's our top layer. So then we're going to want 4. Oh, shoot, like. So we're going to go down 2 sublevels. Instead of 4, like our home base or our Earth base has, we're only going to go down 2. So there's 4, and then this will be like the floor level. That's the floor level. And then just because I am slightly afraid of hitting a cave or something. So let's see, that's, there, I'll go like that. Oh, there's some moon cheese, I think. So that's 3, that's 4, and then we're actually going to have our floor level. So one more, so this will be 5 technically, if you get what I'm saying. And then I always go out. So now it's going to be a 9 by 9. And I didn't bring any building materials. I should have grabbed some marble at the bare minimum. Yeah, there must be no radiation on the moon. I was sure there was radiation. I don't think I disabled that by accident somehow. Okay, see, now we're 9 by 9. Tell you the truth, on the moon we can go smaller. Just because there's not going to be a massive mining operation on the moon for us. Let's go. Let's make it like a long, narrow kind of building. So we'll go 3 more on 2 sides. And the reason I want it this long is because I have 18 crucibles. So we're going to have 2 rows of 9. So it has to be at least 9 long, plus walls, so that's 11. So right now this will be, let's see, 15. So, unfortunately, like I said, I was not thinking. Let's go with moon rock. At least we could get out of here fast because how high we jump. And let's start grabbing some stuff. Let's grab a whole bunch of marble. Let's grab our crucibles, generators, lava. Let's grab all of our power gen stuff for now. Like I said, I'm not planning on making a massive mining operation here. So let's just go right down the center. For our lava. So this is the center. Like I said, it's 9. So that means we're going to have 3 like that. And then I'll fill in all this area. I know I missed some spots. I'm not worried about those right now. Just kind of getting the layout done. And that should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Perfect. I already got those 3 done. Okay. Okay, now let's lay down some lava. So there's our first lava block. Put our lava source block there. Or a lava tank, I mean, not source block. And just laying out all the lava. And last 2 buckets of lava. Perfect. I love when stuff works out right. Pick up that tank. We're done with that. Put our buckets back. We're done with that. Put our cobblestone generator down right there. Now we need some item ducts. I only have 13, but that's enough. We only need 9. And our crucibles. I like to get this done as fast as possible, since lava does take a while to get started. You know, it takes a while to melt rock. Whoops. I definitely did not mean to do that. So, actually, I could just... I was going to say I only have to go 2 more high to finish the floor, but then I'd have to take that anyways out, or take that out anyways. On a side note, right before I started recording tonight, I started watching, or I just finished that series, the new series on Netflix called The Umbrella Academy. I had no clue what it was about going into it. I'd never heard of it. I didn't know that was a comic series, which I found out it actually is. But holy cow, that was good. I had, like I said, I had no clue. I didn't know the story. I didn't know about any of the characters. Ends on a major cliffhanger, which I'm surprised I don't hate more. I'm not going to give anything away. Like I say, I think it's a really good series. It was twisted though. Holy cow. I think the comic is a Dark Horse comic. I think that's what it said it was based on, a comic series from Dark Horse. And if that's the case, that explains why it was so messed up and dark. Because Dark Horse does make some really dark, twisted comic series. Anyways, new series on Netflix. I binge watched it in a day and a half. I really regret that now because I'm sure it'll be at least a year before we see anything from them again. But, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Awesome soundtrack. That's a huge selling point, huge bonus to me. Whenever I watch a show or movie, they have a good soundtrack. All I'll say is there's a fight scene. Well, there's lots of fight scenes. But there's one fight scene in particular that's, they got the licensing to use a Queen song. I love Queen. One of my all-time favorite bands out there. And the song they picked it's not like an unknown song. It's one of their greatest hits. But it's a song that most casual listeners of Queen will not know. And it fit the mood perfect. Actually, the soundtrack in general, the entire soundtrack to that show was incredible. Like I said, I can't say enough good things about it. Dark, twisted, real funny at times too. There was some parts that just made me laugh out. Wrong and funny it was at the same time. So, if you have Netflix, I highly recommend checking it out. It's definitely like a more adult Netflix series though. Just a heads up. I don't know what my average viewer age is, but it's definitely more mature subjects than, a lot of Marvel stuff is. But like I think it's Marvel. I don't think it's DC. Like, it makes like the Marvel series on Netflix look pretty tame. It's right up there with I don't know if you ever saw the series Legion. I think it was an FX series. Probably one of my favorite all-time comic book characters and series. Legion is awesome, but it's right up there with the level of twist, or how twisted and dark it is. But anyways, back to Minecraft. We really probably don't need any redstone or glowstone torches here. But I made so many, I'm going to throw some up here. Let's see. It actually even works out for even. Wait. How did one end up? Okay. Yeah, I probably should have made this a little bit wider. This is the only level that will probably really suffer from my design, my layout being narrow down here, but I don't really care. Oh, look at upper right hand corner. You'll see there's a new gauge. I don't know when it appeared, but I noticed that it has appeared. Uh, it's that bar with a red line at the very bottom. That is my radiation level. On the moon and even like Mars, you really don't have to worry about it too much, in all honesty. Um, but on some planets that will rise very fast once it gets all the way to the top, you're dead. So I didn't make any or bring any stairs with me, so that's my makeshift way up for now. Let's see. Let's bust this out, and of course by putting that stair there. Oh, that must be dirt. Of course, it can't be all moonstone. Now let's just go like this. So this is dirt. Nope, that's rock. That's all dirt. Oh, jeez. But I'm up here high enough now that I could actually do the 3-block high, where it'll let me pickaxe some of the stuff out. I stopped here because I realized I could just go like that. Just, whoops, wrong one selected. Luckily my shovels are all super fast, thanks to them being made out of refined redstone. Oh, it is night outside, so I got to be a little bit careful for mobs now. Good thing is, moon gravity, I could jump real high, so... Wait, oops, that's too far. You know what, that's enough for now, actually. Let's take out all the rock. What is this anyway? I think this is just moon cheese. Because, you know, the moon's made out of cheese. Yeah, that's just cheese. Getting a little careless away with my clearing here, I noticed. Whoops, and I fell down. Oh, way too much stuff in my inventory. But, anyways, so 4 up, I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so That'll be the floor of our next level. This will be our power gen level. And actually, I'll do a central point right over here. That will be where we'll pipe our lava up, and then once again right up here too. Okay, that should be enough room for clearance. We'll check in a minute and see how. Let's see how much. Wow, I'm actually running through marble a lot faster than I had thought I would. I think I have some more of my lunar lander though. And I made a mistake there, of course. Why can't I jump? There it is. So right here, so that block right there, okay. Clean up our mistakes. Okay, now, did I grab, yep, hardened fluid ducts, servos. Okay, see, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pipe them straight up from the sides. And then over, and then that's where they'll come up. That's what those holes are for. And even though I don't really need to, I'm going to do the exact same thing on this end too. This is so much more lava than we'll ever need on the moon. Any planet really. But we have it, might as well use it. So this is why I love the transparent fluid fluid ducts, because you can see they're already full of lava. How instant it was. I like being able to see the stuff that's being transferred. And as you can see, they're getting more full, the more servos I add. And see, this is why I really did not need any torches down here, because these lavas are actually producing a light level in the pipes. That's another great benefit of the transparent pipes for lava. Just got to make sure they're the hardened ones, of course. They're also literally explode. So, yep, hardened fluid ducts. Yeah, so anyways, like I say, they produce a light level. So anywhere where I have lava pipes, I have light source. So I could pull down every one of these torches now in this room. I'll never have to worry about this room being lit. I mean, just look how bright it is. So, anyways, back up here. Let's finish clearing. Do the hammer here. I say I have the big tools. Might as well use them. Let's see. Say, I just got to find that outlet pipe right there, and then go back 3 from there. Three. 1, 2, 3. See, that's why I keep everything in threes also, just so you can keep track when you're clearing stuff out like that. Okay, so there's our floor level. Grab some more hardened fluid ducts. And there we go. Circuit's complete. And I don't have any of my generators on me. Okay, so it is daytime. Oh, I might be able to jump if I stayed on here. Oh, so close. Let's go knock out that piece right there. Yep, made it. Um, oops, not close enough. Oh, good. Okay, I have a whole bunch more. So I know I was coming down here for the magnetic generators, but I just want to get rid of. That's why I have all those storage chests, so I could get rid of all this moon dirt, moon turf, all that stuff. It's just driving me crazy having all this stuff just laying everywhere. Okay, any down in this level still? I think this level's clean. Yes, it is. Okay, now I said I wanted. Oh, I did have my magnetic generators on me. Jeez. Grab the wire. Let's see, can I grab everything else? Everything but the rockets themselves. Okay. Of course, fall damage is almost non-existent on the moon from that height. And put all of our power generators down. Grab some heavy wire to handle the load. String them all together. Okay. Now, back to the marble bricks. I do love how in this mod they have the mod where if you use the last item but you have more in your inventory, it automatically slides in. So you never really have to worry about having all your quick bars filled with one item when you're trying to build something. Whoops. Thought I blocked myself into a corner there. Just like that there. That little pop you heard, and bam, got a new stack. I'm just doing 3 right now so I can keep track of it a little easier. Okay, clean up our mistake. And we need 2 higher in order for the floor or ceiling or whatever you want to call it, which is open sky in most spots. Whoops. We'll go visit the Martian or whatever you want to call them. They're not Martians. Alien base, I guess we'll just call it for simple. Make it simple. Once we finish with our base here. At this point, there's nothing we could really do there, but they look funny, so we'll go visit them. That good enough reason that they look funny. Okay, then just clear up the stragglers. Okay. Really hard to tell the moon turf and the moon, whatever the other one apart sometimes. So, 2 more high. And this will be our ceiling, of course. So, oh, I know what I could do. I have a crafting table just for this reason, because I always forget to build something. So, whoops, I don't want it there though. That'll work for now. Let's make some stairs real quick. Probably 16 is probably not enough. So we could get rid of these. So we'll do that and then spin, just like we did it back at home base. Mission control. How about we just call it Michigan control? Mission control. Michigan control. Mission control from now on. And there. This one will be hard to get, but I think we could get it. Yep, nailed it. Yeah, it's a little tight, this base is. Not gonna lie. And then same thing right here. I just want to make sure I can walk down without hitting my head. And we can. Whoops. We're out. So let's see. I want one here, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm short, like 3 or 4. I think 3. Oh well, we only can make them in batches of 8, so it doesn't really matter how many we're short. Because we're going to want one there. And we're going to want one there. And then for just aesthetic reasons, put one here to make it a smoother transition. Let's see. Dump some of this moon stuff in there again. And I'm going to break this. That's not the final place where I want it. Like I was mentioning earlier, usually on a planet I set up massive mining operations. Starting with our next planet, we'll be starting using quarries, which are absolutely awesome. But on the moon, there's really you could get moon emeralds or moon diamonds, I think is what they're called. I think they're moon emeralds. But they're really not that. I don't find them useful, so I don't purposely go looking for them. What we do, however, we're going to need to set up our chunk loader. So let's see, 3, 4, 5. So this is the center. So right there should be the center. And we'll put our chunk loader right here. Whoops. Okay, so is that the center? Yep, looks like it. Oh, I think you might have just saw that a meteorite fly. Because on the moon, the only thing we could really harvest, we need meteoric iron. And those just fall on when meteoroids hit. You just literally go up to them, let them cool down, and then you mine them. So you don't really have anything that a quarry would be useful for, which is the main reason why the space is going to be a similar design, but a lot smaller than every other base from this point on. Okay, clear that. Actually, I'm going to need my portal, so that will go right here. Well, that'll be the base of it at least. So let's get our pieces for the portal. So there's our core, and we'll click that, click moon, and then hit set. Now, obviously, we don't have the whole frame built or power to it yet, so it won't actually activate yet. I will use heavy aluminum wires again. Shift click it. And then this shift click that. And we have power to our chunk loader. And our portal now. So, to finish our portal, once again, we just go like that, create a 4x3 square, and we can now just jump through. Hopefully, don't crash. And look where we are, right back at our home base. Jump through again, and we'll be back on the moon. And we're back. Awesome. Our lunar lander, I want to grab our rocket, of course, and our launch pads. Just hit that until it disappears. The lunar lander itself is useless. Oh, look it, right there. That's a meteorite that fell. And it is gray, which means it's not hot, so it's been there for a while. So literally just walk up. You have to have a decent pickaxe to mine them. And you'll see those little pieces fly out there. Those are raw meteoric iron. That one only gave us one. Usually they give us two. But I want to finish our base. So this is a small base. I don't think I've ever built an outpost or a base this small. I'm trying to decide where I want the entrance. Let's do this side. So our door will be right here, so let's clear it out a little bit around it. I do love how you leave like footprints, like you saw on the moon. Kind of the same basic footprint from the Apollo program. Okay, so there's our door frame. Here's our door. Oops, I got hung up on the portal there. Let's see here. Let's make this whole backside one window. So this is all going to be the clear glass that I brought with us. And then normally I'd like to pillar inside here, but that would give us too small of a window. And let's chop this in half. That should be the halfway point. Line it up with the chunk loader. And then up two more. And we're definitely going to be laying some glowstone lamps down here. Let's see, so I made this 9 wide. So I'm just trying to do some math in my head, and I can't think straight right now. It's been a long, long, stressful day at work. Okay, so instead of using redstone lamps to lay this out, I'll use torches. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we'll have 2. And then how are we going to do it this way? But we already know. Well, let's just do it like we did in the basement. Have a gap of 2, gap of 3, and then another gap of 2. Like that. Yeah, that'll have to work. Whoops. So. And glowstone lamp. And a glowstone lamp. That should work. And looks like I am out of. Wow. I am out of marble bricks. Oh well, not a big deal. I know I just screwed up there. I actually laid out enough that I'll at least be able to place all these glowstone lamps. And I messed up again. So, let's see. This was a mistake one. And this one was too. Let's go put them on this level too. If anything else, will give us a little bit of extra bricks. Marble bricks. However, it's not really that big of a deal when you think about it, because I could just pop right back over to Earth anytime I want now and go get more. I just really wanted to finish this base before I called it an episode. Jeez. Wasted a lot of glowstone with those messed up lamps. So, not completely finished, but finished enough. Any glowstone up there hiding? No. So, like I said, let's go take a quick peek over at our neighbors. At this little village. Is there 2 villages? There's a village there and a village there. Wow, we're right in between 2 villages. And there's... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think this is the entrance to a dungeon. If we seriously spawned right next to a dungeon... No, it's not. Okay. I'd say that'd have been really cool if we had spawned next to a dungeon. Actually, it looks like there's a village here, a village there, and a village right here. That's insane. So let's go visit our neighbors. Hey, there's another meteorite. We are going to spend a lot of time on the moon just wandering around looking for these things. And if you noticed, upper right hand corner, my oxygen is almost out. Yeah, look at that. That's my last oxygen tank. So what I do is switch that over to the main one, since that's going to run out next. That way I'll just fully use it. But we have an extra one, so it's not a big deal. As you can see, our radiation level has gone up some. And don't ask me how they're growing stuff like trees and wheat on the moon, but they are. See, look at them. Alien villagers. But if you click on them, see, you need to equip a frequency module to communicate with them. And just like any other villager, you could trade, except for instead of normal emeralds, you need moon emeralds or moon diamonds or whatever they're called. I think they're moon emeralds. And they'll just trade you some basic stuff, like you could actually trade for like air mask and schematics, because on the moon, what we're here for is not only this meteoric iron, like this one right here that I just saw another one of. Should have 3 now. Yep. We need to find a dungeon and go kill the dungeon boss, the moon boss. And they drop, most of the time you're going to get a drop of schematics. Oh, there's another one just landed. See how it's red? If we touch this, it'll damage us. See, it burns us and throws us back. Now you can mine it when it's hot, you just can't touch it. But so you get schematics from the bosses, and then with on the moon we're either going to get a tier 2 rocket schematic or a moon buggy. So say you get a moon buggy and you really want the tier 2, since that's the main thing we're here for. This is a tier 2 rocket schematic. With some emeralds you could trade one schematic for the other. I don't know why I want this piece of glass so much, but I really do. I just want to close this all in, just so mobs won't spawn inside my base. That's never fun. And I'm out of glass too. I was just thinking, I go, I could just fill the center part in with glass. But I don't have enough glass for that either, so. Oh, come on. One block too shy of being able to jump up there. Well, at least I got close enough to grab it. I wanted that one block just so I could finish this hole right here. So it looks like I need 5 more pieces of glass and probably half a stack's worth of marble bricks to finish it. Close our door. But anyways, let's head back to base. And as you'll see, a message will pop up. It'll actually show us what our radiation level is. Or it should. And it didn't. But anyways, we're back at base. I'm going to call it an episode there. We're actually under an hour for once. Miracle. I know. Like I say, this is a bonus episode though, so this is like 2.5 hours of content today I'm releasing. I hope you enjoy it. Once again, Long Haul Gamer. I hope you had a good one. Like and subscribe if you want. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.